My easy blue cheese and beer dip is where simplicity meets exquisite flavor. Experience the perfect balance of creamy blue cheese and the subtle tang of beer. Hi everyone, welcome to Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. Today, our celebration is all about an appetizer. We're celebrating blue cheese, and we're making my blue cheese and beer dip. Let's get started. Blue cheese and beer dip. You're thinking, what is that? How could that be delicious? Well, I promise you that it is. In fact, every time I make this dip for a party, it is the first thing to go. Everyone loves it, and it's the easiest thing to make in the world. I have in this nice big bowl some blue cheese that I've crumbled up. We're going to start with 16 ounces or around 450 grams of blue cheese. I have another piece here. This is the type I got today, and I'm just going to crumble it in. Now there are different types of blue cheeses out there. There's Gorgonzola, there's Roquefort, there's Camembert, there's all kinds of types. I like to crumble it myself, like this. You may be tempted to buy the pre-crumbled, but I wouldn't recommend it. And the reason is they have stabilizers in them to keep them soft and crumbly and separate. We want it to come together in a nice smooth dip. And the pre-crumbled ones don't work quite as well as when you do it yourself. Doesn't have to be perfect, just crumble, just to get it started. Okay, there's our blue cheese all crumbled. Now, this is a blue cheese and beer dip. So let's talk about the beer. Today, I'm using my favorite, good old Landshark. This is a lighter beer, but you can change this dip up. You could use a darker beer, an Irish beer. You could play with the types of blue cheese and the different types of beer and really change this up. Now today, I have here a 12-ounce bottle, 360 mils. I'd love to tell you that it will take an exact amount, but I can't. And the reason is the type of blue cheese that you use will affect how much beer you need. Now today I'm using an Amish blue cheese. This is a little drier. It's almost like a feta consistency, but it's delicious. It may take a little more beer than say a Roquefort or a Danish blue. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start adding this just a little at a time, a couple of splashes. I'm going to use my favorite tool in the kitchen, my good old stick blender. Now, if you don't have a stick blender, you can do this in a food processor or even a regular blender. I just love doing the stick blender. So here we go. I'm going to start blending this, and I'll add the beer as I need it. Here we are. Now I've got this to the consistency that I like. I like it kind of thick. You don't want a really runny dip because then it's going to soak through anything that you put it on, a cracker or a piece of bread. It's going to be hard to dip and drip everywhere. This is nice and thick, just the way I like it. Now we need to let this rest. We need to let these blue cheese and beer get to know one another. So I'm going to cover this up, pop it in the fridge for 4-6 hours minimum. Overnight is better. Then we're going to serve this up. So off to the fridge. Here we are. It's been 4 hours and my dip is out of the fridge and ready to eat. Now how am I going to serve this? Let's take a look first, see how it came out. Now I don't know if you can see on camera, but there is a very light blue tint to it, and that's from the mold in the blue cheese. If you use a cheese that has a lot of that blue veining, your dip is going to turn even darker blue. It's brilliant because people go, what is that? Same thing if it were a green tinted blue cheese, as some of them are, it will have a green tint to it, and it's just wonderful. Even if you use a dark beer, it's going to make it a little darker, but no less delicious. So let's serve this up. I made this nice little snacky tray here. We've got all kinds of stuff here. In my center, I have, if you can see, a big pumpernickel bread round. I just cut off the top and hollowed it out to make a bowl. That's where my dip is going to go. Around it, I've surrounded it with all kinds of things. We've got pretzel rods, more pumpernickel bread, broccoli, Italian bread, carrots, some crackers, all delicious things with this dip. So all we have to do, spoon this in. Now, if this were still a little too thick for you, at this point you could even add a drop of beer and whisk it in and thin it out a little bit. But this is just the way I like it. Nice and thick, nice and dippable. Now, how inviting is that? So let's give it a little taste. I'm gonna try my favorite little pretzel rod. Look at that, nice and thick. That's really good. It's creamy, and that blue cheese, pow! And then the flavor of the beer in the background. Wow. I need another slice. I have a little broccoli. Just like that. Now, today, I'm enjoying a glass of beer. Land Shark. Same beer in here, same beer in here. Always good to drink what you cook with. So if you like this episode, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and you'll get a new episode every single week. Now, I have company coming over, so I'm going to take this and go serve it to them when they get here in a few minutes. While I do that, I want you to watch some of these episodes over here. So until next time, everyone, cheers!